going on YouTube? N3RD Reviews here, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Playmates Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Donatello figure. Have a quick look at the figure and packaging. Here's a look at some of the artwork. So we got all 4 characters and their cartoon images on the side, or their CG images. We got Donatello, Michelangelo, Raphael, Leonardo. My favorite was always Donatello, so he's the one I picked up. See, look at the side, you see the rest of the turtles sliding over. Here's a look at the back of the packaging. Playmates Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Read up on the turtles and read up on Donatello, inventor and weaponeer. Willing to pause and read that if you like. Here's a look at the other figures in the line. You got Leonardo, Donatello, which I'm reviewing, Raphael, and Michelangelo. Down here we got Shredder, Krang, Foot Soldier, and Splinter, as well as April O'Neil. Very bright packaging. Alright, so we're going to take a second, get the figure out of packaging, and have a better look at it. And here we have Donatello out of packaging. And he comes with a few accessories, and they come in this little plastic thing like the older ones used to. They're all one color. It's a solid brown. He has some throwing discs. He has his bow staff. He also has a bow staff with a blade on it, and I have that in the back. And they all come attached to this. I've already removed the other 2. And that's pretty much it for accessories. As far as the figure itself, I really like the articulation. I'll get to that in a minute. He stands pretty well. He has pretty big feet. And he's pretty detailed. I don't have any of the other turtles, but I've seen them when they're there. And they all have their own unique coloring. Donatello being the lightest of the 4, he's my favorite, so he's the one I picked up. Here's a look at some of the accessories up close. We have the throwing disc. He comes with 2 of those. He holds them all pretty well. I don't even know what the type of thing to call this. It looks like a nunchuck, but it has the bow staff in the middle, so it's a unique weapon. I'm not going to display them with any of these other than the staff, so these will probably just be put in bags somewhere. Here's a detailed look at the figure. Really like the head sculpt on these. These are based off of the Nickelodeon show, the CG show, and I really like them. I like Donatello especially, but I saw the figures. They have the larger figures, but they all usually have like some kind of gimmick to where they move. You push a button and they spring move or something. So I just picked up the small one, the 4-inch figure. Here's a look at the back of the figure. And each and every figure has their own sculpt. They all have their own scratches on their shells, arms. I really like that they didn't just reuse the same mold. Donatello, for example, is more lean than other figures. And he's the tallest as well. Raphael being like the more bulky and the darker figure. Like these scratches and stuff he has in his shell, those are in different places than the other figures, the other turtles. And here he is holding the throwing discs, or throwing stars. They're not really stars, so I don't know what to call these. And you see he holds those pretty well as well. Here he is with his nunchuck-like weapon. Unfortunately, it's all plastic. It doesn't have a little chain here, so you can't really bend it too much without breaking it. And here he is holding his bow staff with the blade on it. This and the traditional bow staff are probably going to be the only weapons I'll display him with, so those are going to get pretty good use. He can hold this with 2 hands as well. And as far as articulation for the figure, it's pretty good. The head can go up and down, side to side. His arms can fully do a 360. They can bend at the elbow, they can rotate at the elbow. The hands can spin at the wrist. No back and forth, but the rotation at the elbow pretty much covers that. He doesn't have any upper torso articulation, unfortunately. The classic figures, I believe, have that, the NECA ones, the comic book ones. He has a bend at the knee and no rotation at the ankles, but he can stand pretty well because of his big feet and some pretty unique poses. So yeah, as far as articulation and detail, this thing is pretty good. I like it a lot. And here he is next to some of the older Donatello figures, just a few from my collection. I had these when I was kids and just managed to hold on to them. Here's the movie Donatello, classic Donatello, and we have him in a detective outfit back there. These Nickelodeon figures stand a lot taller than these, and you can see how sculpt has changed over the years. They're also a softer material like the movie version, whereas these are more of a solid plastic. And here he is with some of his villains and other characters from the series, from the older Playmates line. As you can see, he's a little shorter than Shredder. I don't remember all the names of these guys, but he fits in well with them. Nice size. So if you're an older fan of the original series or a new fan, either way, he fits in with your collection. And he looks really good. I really like this line. I'm glad they did the series justice and brought it back for the younger generation. So yeah, this guy gets a really high recommendation from me, very high. If I had to rate it, I'd give him a 5 out of 5 or maybe a 4.5 out of 5. He's almost perfect. I really like him, and he fits in well with your older figures. I couldn't find my original Mikey, so I just stuck in this guy with the crazy cowboy costume. So yeah. They have these at Toys R Us, Target. I advise you pick them up at Walmart. They're only $8 at Walmart. They're about 10 or 11 at Toys R Us. He has great articulation, a great sculpt, decent paint job, and it's Ninja Turtles. Come on, man. So yeah, this is N3RD Reviews. Thanks for watching. Please like, rate, and subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos.